Welcome to Dallas, the home of the killers. Welcome to Dallas, sharks and gorillas. The girls, they going harder than Welcome to Dallas, we lost some legends.
Hola, 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 ¿cómo estás? It's Poofy Man back again with another episode of the Poofy Man Podcast. Welcome back, folks. Anyway, been sitting here just kind of taking it in. Really want to. I've been kind of wavering on whether or not I should even touch this one. Mostly because I care about y'all, and some of the content that would be required for me to, get my point across with this particular topic is so cringeworthy and so unbelievably awkward and bizarre that there's some people that just change and they never come back. So I'm just gonna start it with a video, okay? And I'm gonna let your eyes do my mouth's work.
Versus evil, heaven versus hell, all that sort of thing. So they're angelic, and if you look actually at the artwork on the album, you'll see that it's me trying to crawl out of a fiery pit, and it's the angels pulling me out. So that kind of all goes along with the concept.
Why this concept?
Well, probably because I know that angels have probably saved me once or twice in my life, and I like helping them as well. That's why I created Cory's Angels, as a way to help girls who are like kind of lost and needed to find their way to get their opportunities, their dreams, and make them realities. And that's what we do. We try to help them make their realities, their dreams.
And you dedicated one album to Michael Jackson and the other to Corey Haim, is that right?
Yeah, there's actually 4 dedications. One to my grandfather, one to Corey Haim, one to Michael Jackson. Majestic, who was also a friend of Michael's.
So there's going to be some MJ moves coming here in a minute.
Does it kind of come
No
a little
MJ
bit?
moves. No, yeah, it's kind of a similar style of dance because we grew up dancing together. So he was my idol, obviously, and a lot of my influences.
Shall we get to it?
If you have that feeling it's about to go down in here, I also have it.
We're
Let's
leaving.
do this.
We're going to go for
Take
it.
it away.
Here we go.
Get it, all she better do is twerk. Hit the club, tell him.
Wow. So, this is Corey Feldman. And for any one of you who wasn't quite sure if he was still alive, he is. He's alive and well. He's alive and kicking. In fact, he's thriving. You could even say he's thriving. He had to change lanes because his true passion and calling was obviously in the music lane. That kiddie acting stuff, that was just a parlay. That was just to get his foot in the door. A juggernaut that he was, be that as it may, his heart and his talent drew him away from the Hollywood scene and into the darkness of the music industry. Because the truth is, that's exactly where this man belongs in general, is just kept away in the darkness. So there's a new documentary that came out. It's on Netflix, and I highly encourage everybody to go watch this because it's about a 2-hour crash course in every single thing that you should strive to never be. Okay? It's called Corey Feldman Against the World. Corey Feldman versus the World, or Against the World. Something like that. Trust me, you'll find it. Anyways, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the documentary itself is sort of it's kind of like a rough sort of run and gun style documentary that kind of chronicles his the beginnings of his touring, his concert tour series with his group of his band, which of course is just four of the hottest girls that he could possibly convince to do it with him, to play an instrument if they could and stand up on stage with him. And they're called his Angels, right? So it's very corny. It's very corny. But the point is, the reason I wanted to why it's on my mind, I mean, it's on my mind all the time, to be honest with you. I think about it all the time. His face is just kind of seared into my freaking mind all the time. It's very difficult to sleep, very difficult to eat, very difficult to think. I'm really going through some stuff, guys. But it's in times like these where true hard men press onward, and that's what I'm going to do for y'all. I'm going to be everything that I talk about, okay? So, in the spirit of pressing forward, at some point, Corey Feldman decided he was going to transition from, a good thing. He was really killing it. The 80s were particularly good to him. But the truth is, he hasn't been in a movie. He hasn't been in a feature film, not even cameo in a film, since a movie called The Burbs with Tom Hanks back in 1994 or 5. Now, it's a very good movie. Very good movie. Of course, it's a very good movie because Corey Feldman was given a backseat role. He's sort of like a second string cameo in this, which obviously opens up the gates for like real actors to do stuff. But anyways, in this documentary, what you'll find is essentially a man who is so delusional. He's like clinically delusional. He has these like visions of grandeur and, but you can never convince him of that, obviously. But if you watch it for 10 minutes, what you'll see is something that we're starting to see more and more of as part of just the nature of human beings without any restraint whatsoever. It's, of course, to be the center of attention at all times. He's one of these people that stars in everybody's movie all the time. And as this movie unfolds, basically, aside from it being extremely cringy, you realize that this guy is doing all of the things that he can to perfect the optics of what perhaps a serious musician or industry kind of superstar, pop star would do, or would say, without actually ever doing anything. So I understand that there's some people that are just naturally probably they're not born with a propensity for music just in general, right? And those same people also happen to, often not particularly like music as much as others do. They're not going to be driving around listening to their music really loud. They can't really name anybody other than Britney Spears and, I don't know, Ricky Martin or whatever, and Notorious B.I.G. or something like that. Those are the three people that they've heard of, and Leonard Skinner or something. And that's fine. That's fine. I mean, not everyone has to love music. I mean, obviously, everyone should, strive to have a soul. But in the case that you don't, you probably don't like music. But at the same time, they'll never be leaving whatever great thing they got going to pursue a life in music. You'll never see somebody who wasn't born with sort of aptitude for music, or born musically inclined, who was not, decide to go do that. Instead, what they do is they go open businesses, or they get into architecture, or they do arithmetic, or they just sit there and, but they're not doing music. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck Corey Feldman is doing, because as you can clearly see from any number of these videos or this documentary, he claims to have been playing in a band, working in the music industry for like 20 years. He can't play any instruments, though. Like, you should learn your instrument, or at least one of the instruments that you fake playing, by osmosis, by just kind of being near it enough, right? You should pick up on a few things simply by just hearing it all the time. You don't need to be classically trained in music if you have a long enough, lifespan, and you spend enough of it consuming it. And he does all these things, yet he still has no fucking concept of what, I can't tell you what the fuck we're listening to. A lot of people like to smash up and experiment with different genres and see if they can kind of pull something new out of a mixture of two or three of them. You know what I mean? And that's like what he seemed, it's like what I would say he appears to be trying to do. It's just that the actual genres that he's selected to pour into this, concoction, they're so disparate and don't make any sense together. Like, I'm just saying, off of what I'm looking at a cursory glance, we got like pop Michael Jackson, primetime pop Michael Jackson, Limp Bizkit, and like some form of, I don't know, like early hair band. It's like, these are terrible. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. And why the fuck do you look like Michael Jackson? Stop. This man thinks he's Michael Jackson. Oh my God. Someone's got to tell him, man. Someone's got to tell him. I guess it's me. Give me the hard jobs, I'll do them. Fuck it. I will reach out to this man personally and let him down hard. This is Poofy Man. Till next time, I'm out of here.
Welcome to Dallas, sharks and gorillas, the girls, they going harder than. Welcome to Dallas, we lost some legends.